Hey guys, it's Thomas here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to showcase my new Notion template called Kinetic, which is an operating system for personal trainers. So anyone working with clients in the physical space, I think this template can be super helpful for you and you can run your entire practice from one space. So let me give you an overview how the template looks like and how it feels like. So as you can see, the first thing that you will see is a couple of charts which you can easily tailor, but they give you already like a good overview of how many sessions you have booked this week, how many sessions have you run so far with your clients, and how much is your outstanding revenue. Obviously, you can tailor all these numbers in different views, but this is just the default point of view. Going to the kind of meat of the template, we have a couple of databases that work together, and I guess the two most important cornerstone building blocks of this whole system are clients and training sessions. So first of all, let me show you what the client record looks like and what it can do. So as you can see, we have here a sample client or customer that you work with. You can track their contact details. You can track their primary goals. So whether it's general fitness, mobility, fat loss, etc. Focus areas, full body, and so on and so on. And then a couple of more things that I will get back to later. What we have here also is a client onboarding checklist, which you can generate by clicking this button, which is essentially like a pre-built checklist that you will go through when you first meet the customer. Obviously, you can change the content here to what you need, but this is like a helpful tool to to have at hand when you first meet that person. And then we have a space for additional notes that you can jot down, which regard this particular customer of yours. And then what will also show up here is all the sessions that you will run with this particular person. So all in all, this client or customer record is a neat space to have all the data and information and preferences stored about the people that you work with. Moving on, we have the training sessions, which is obviously the key thing for you, and we have like two quick views here. So the first one is the our upcoming sessions. So here you will see all the sessions that have not happened yet and are scheduled for a particular date and time. You will see which client this relates to, of course, and then some more details. And you can see this, of course, in a calendar view as well. So you can use this calendar view to schedule your sessions. Of course, you can have multiple sessions in one day, and these will show up in a neat calendar view. So let me now show you how a detail of a training session looks like. So what we have here is, of course, the date and time that this is scheduled for, the client, session type, whether it's strength, conditioning, mobility, etc. Then we can track stuff like RP and effort with the customer. We can track the duration of the session, and then also some admin stuff like session fees, so how much we are charging that customer for that particular session, and then additional notes that you need to or want to track. What we have also here is a pre-built sort of detailed page or content for each particular session. So again, you can tailor this to your needs, but what you can do here is to plan out the session in advance, right? So you can literally go into the contents of which exercises you will be running, how many sets, etc. So this is all kind of pre-built here. And as I said, this is a template, so you can tailor the contents of this 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 page to your needs. But really, everything that you need to get set up for that session in advance is here. And one more thing that I want to point your attention to is that there are also some neat automations done here. So what you can do is you can add a follow-up task for this particular session. So if you click this button, this will create a task for you to remember to, for example, to follow up on the next session with this particular customer with something. And then what also you can do is to create a billable. So if you push or click this button, create billable, this will create an entry which comes here in the payment tracking database. So this will create a basically like an entry which relates to the session, that customer and date, and it puts it here into this like unpaid status board. So that helps you to track all the payments from all the sessions that you run, and when that payment is made, either in cash or by card payment or whatever, you can just move this to the paid column here. You can use this or not. This is obviously an optional element of the template, but I find it to be quite helpful if you're getting lost, in basically tracking the payments from the sessions. So coming back to the template itself, we run through the clients and training sessions, and these are essentially the two key building blocks that you would use when using the template. And then we have a couple of optional blocks that you can use, but you don't necessarily have to. So one of them is training plans. And what training plans are, well, it's basically a simple way to help you to track progress for a particular customer, because usually you will be working with a given person over multiple sessions, right? So what you can do here, this is like a good option to track the progress of that person you're working with. You can obviously like write down any plan notes that you will have, and this again comes with like pre-built content that you can use, right? So basically creating like a weekly structure, plan overview, week by week notes, uh, etc., etc. A lot of categories that you can tailor to your own needs. And what will also come here is sessions that are included in the plan. So if I jump back into the sessions, you can relate every session to a progress plan, right? So if I want to, for example, uh, relate this particular session to a particular plan, I can do that here. And what will happen is that then you will see that in each plan, you will see how many sessions you have basically run with that particular customer in this plan. So they will come up here in this in this table. And you can of course set up things like, as I said, the training methods, focus areas, and goals for that particular training plan. And the last thing that I want to cover quickly is the exercise library. This is a very simple, essentially like a storage of your favorite exercises or sessions, which you can sort of like write down here. So again, you can see this like pre-filled structure for content where you can create like a time plan for the session. You can pre-fill this main exercises, etc., etc. So you have this essentially like a template list of your favorite session structures or exercises that you can sort of use repeatedly. Last thing here is the active task. It's a very simple task tracker which you can use for yourself to track tasks that are related to either sessions or customers that you have. So all in all, I think this is a neat one-page system for Notion, where if you're a personal trainer, you can use this to literally run your whole practice, because you can store your clients here, you can store your training sessions here, you can plan your sessions, you can store your training plans here, and you have an exercise library here, and it all kind of works nicely together. And optionally, you can also use this to keep track of the payments from your customers. So this is, I think, a pretty decent start. Of course, you can. This is a template, so I treat all the templates I built as sort of skeletons for people to tailor to their own needs and workflows and how they run their businesses. But I think this already gives you a good head start if you're running your personal training practice in Notion. So I hope this overview has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would be happy to help you out, and this helps me also to improve the templates for Notion that I'm building. So once again, thank you very much for checking Kinetic out. It's an operating system for personal trainers in Notion. Thanks again. Hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you around.